What's up everyone, doing a market review here on Nas, just for basically what I'm seeing in the charts at the minute. Currently on the Nasdaq, and just going to show some of the trades basically I was taking there earlier this week, and obviously just show some of my analysis that I've done. So obviously from a monthly perspective, breaking down from higher time frame to lower time frame, we have sell side liquidity resting here on the monthly, long term sell side liquidity. So each one of these candles here obviously represents a month, so it's a lot of time. We also have our buy side up here. So let me just get that there. I'm actually going to change the color here to green because that's preferred for my liquidity. Okay, I'm going to change that actually from 4 down to 2 and do the same here. So we have buy side and sell side sitting both sides of the market here. Currently, what I'd say, or what I'm predicting currently at the minute, I think we're probably going to make one last reach up into this here, sweep this, and then probably seek sell side. Now again, it's not financial advice, it's all educational, but in my opinion, since COVID, like if you think about it right, just logically, so let's say January 2020, the world went through an absolute pandemic, and all the market's actually done since then was deliver up, which doesn't make sense economically. Like, I don't know about you, but half the shit I see in social media nowadays, but like shit's going on in the world that's just fucking mental. And for stocks to be at this price of where they are, it doesn't make sense from an economic standpoint to me, and that's just my opinion. I don't think stocks should be valued so high currently where they're at. I don't see why they are, because yeah, that just doesn't make sense to me. So obviously we have our buy side here, our sell side here. We have, I'm going to break this, so if you notice here, we have a fair value up there. Now, does the market want to just do what it's done here, wick through that, and then proceed to take out this buy side, then move to the sell side? I don't know. But what I'd be watching here, get your Fibonacci tool there, about 50% of that wick. Let me just turn off the magnet there. So the wick here on that candle, move that fib now. So on the monthly time frame, that's 50% of that wick obviously there. That could act as a means of support in price. 50% monthly. I always like to just say like W1HR, like when I'm doing my obviously time frames and stuff. I'm not writing in monthly because it just takes up too much on the chart, to be honest. So 50% wick on monthly. So as you can see there, we have our fair value up here. I'm actually going to change that to a grey. Fair value up there, and stick it in the right there. Okay, so we obviously have that there. Market swept here. So this is our market structure shift there. This is all on a higher time frame basis as well, so keep that in mind. So as you can see, we are now on a weekly, and if you look here, there is a small little volume imbalance right there. Right there, I'm gonna do that black, and we'll go with the So as you can see, we have volume imbalance there. And actually I'm just gonna keep that line because I don't know, I'm not a fan of the lines, or the dash lines I mean. So I'll just leave a note on that. So volume imbalance on the weekly. Potentially the market might want to come in, fill in that imbalance and close that in. As you can see here, we have another one right about here. As you can see, the market just tapped into that there. I'm actually, where's my circle? Oh, get rid of that. So I'm going to just use the paintbrush because it's easier. So as you can see, the market just came straight up into there. Nicely. Now it didn't fill it in. It just rejected off of that, the discount low of that volume imbalance there. So this volume imbalance, you have your discount low of that and then your premium high of it. So it's only tapped the discount low. I could see that probably looking to fill. We have another one here, not filled. No other wicks, it has to be filled with the bodies. So see the way here. There's another one here. But it's only wicked through, not the bodies. The bodies haven't actually filled it in. So still possibly looking to seek buy side in my opinion. And so we're on the daily here obviously, so I'm going to break this down into a 4 hour now. And I'm just going to get rid of that because obviously you've seen what I meant there. So 4 hour perspective. What do we have? What do we have here? So at the beginning of August here, as you can see, we have a volume imbalance there. I know a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency here. I'm just going to stick down the center like that, make it look more clean. Why that one? It just seems, I can't even explain this, why I'm picking that one specifically. Like that sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency is going to act like a means of support or resistance. So I'm just dragging it out. And as you can see here, it's playing around here, playing around it there, playing around in here, wicking through it there. And yeah, it just plays around that level. So therefore I'm going with that. And so we're on the 4 hour anyways here. I'm going to go on to 1 hour. And I'm actually going to denote here the start of the week we had beginning this week, the 11th. Was it the 11th? Yes, the 11th. So we have obviously Monday's trading here. From an hourly perspective, not much. To be honest, as you can see, it was more so going into Tuesday's opening here during London. I'm just going to break this down a little further here. So at the opening here, you can see straight there the market protractionary move up here, swept that out there, tanked off from that point there, going into obviously New York 7 to 9. Not really much there either, I suppose, from a 15-minute standpoint. If you look there, you have a sell there, looking to seek the liquidity resting under there. So there's a nice little move there. Okay, see that? Using the low of that candle to the high of this one here. Boom, no liquidity pull. Obviously, if you notice as well, all this here, that is layered liquidity. So liquidity layered upon each other. Trend line, phantom, I suppose, but it's all layered up liquidity. Think about it just in a ball, it's just sitting there, all scrunched up together. The markets want to reprice to them levels to clean all that up, you know. So I'll just leave a note there on that. We have layered liquidity here. Let's stick that in the center there and in the middle. So that's there. I'm actually going to remove this line because I don't want it to be dragging over, but yeah, you can see obviously this is where it tapped nicely into it. If the magnet will allow me to do that. So straight off the bat, there's an entry there. Then going into the, that's there in New York, by the way, so I'll actually denote this here. So New York open right there, and I'm gonna bring this over here. So we have the equity opening here till about 12, and I'll just give this another one here. See, the New York session kind of overlaps with the AM session for equities, so I'm gonna note this here. Equity AM session. Yeah, I'll just leave it as equity AM, just makes things cleaner, and I'll give that give it a nice blue. So I'm going to write this down here now. Where are we there? Right, so trouble with going into the smaller time frame here now. So as you can see, what I have noted there, this candle is a rejection block. So this one here, the big beefy candle with the wicks. And as you can see, nice respect off that there. I'll actually just note it here. We have our, sorry, bearish rejection block. Okay, and I'm going to stick that one right there. Which is a nice little move here. So where would I be aiming for? Boom, layered liquidity right there. Lower that candle. I'd be mainly focused on taking, if I was in a sell here, on that. See, rejection blocks are tricky, okay? I'm like 3 years into trading. I'm only starting to kind of see rejection blocks a lot more. So they are a bit of a tricky one to trade, reversals. But once you have it and you can see it, obviously there you go. It is there. But obviously you need to be there before the move occurs. So yeah, anyways, it was going for that layered liquidity that was obviously over there. If I was taking my position off, I'd be taking it off at that low. See the body of that low there, as you can see there, tap that, because it doesn't have to break that wick there. The wick I always just leave, obviously my trend line there, just for, it's just more cleaner looking. But if I was really in a trade, I'd be closing that position at that body, and I'd actually be closing on this one, because what's this right here? I'm going to show you here now. This candle there, that is another rejection block right there. So I'm going to be taking my position off if I was in a trade there. But I'm going to remove that anyways, because just having that the lowest more cleaner, and there you go. So that was the equity opening here. I'm going to break it down into 1 minute and get really precise with it. See if we can see anything from a 1 minute perspective. And look at this fast movement down. Like the market's moving there quick, wants to get away. And as you can see here, being in the rejection block, your targets would be all these lows here. Boom, boom, all these. Your market structure shift confirmation there. No, it's actually, wouldn't say it's a market structure shift, but as you can see here, we have our little breakaway gap there. I'm gonna go a bit darker with that. The breakaway gap. Why is it a breakaway gap? Because as you can see, the market's literally breaking away quick, straight down, one big move. It wants to get down there quick. It's not waiting around for nobody. Unload that there, and boom. See what I mean? So it wants to get down there quick. That literally happened all in the space of, if you were to enter on that candle there, an hour. So they weren't giving anyone a chance to get in. Usually in these type of quick moves, you could easily see on a lower time frame, probably in the second charts, probably is some sort of institutional order flow entry drill around here. I don't have that. I'm not paying for that subscription service. Fuck that. Currently at the minute anyways, so I don't have access to those, but it's probably something like that there. But yeah, you can see the market wanted to make a quick run away here, to which it did, and obviously targeting these lows here. And in terms of 3 minute, where are we? Go to the 5 minute. That low right there, the market returned back up into that there just over the lunch hour. So I'm just going to note this here. 12 equities, really the open's about 11:30, but if the trade's on, I'll let it drag out to 12, but the lunch hour is 12 to 1:30. But just because I want that to look cleaner, I'm going to leave it at 11:30. So I'm going to say lunch hour here. Lunch. Where are we? What color are we going to go for? I'm going to go for an orange there. So after the market obviously swept that liquidity under here, we got a protractionary move up into this low here, as you can see, and the market respected that nicely there just at the equity open or PM session opening. See with the PM session, it's on at 1:30 New York time, but I wouldn't really be looking at it until about 2, in my opinion. Like, I'm never really in the trade before 2. I like to see what that little half hour does, that little window, so I'd say. So I'm going to just get rid of these lines there. As you can see, you respected that nice there. And we have from about 2 till 4 to close out the day. What we go for? We'll go with a purple. So our PM session. See how like you can break the market up into these time frames here, and it can clarify a lot of things. You know, focus maybe New York equity open lunch hour. There is trades in the lunch hour. I don't personally trade in lunch. That's what it is. It's lunchtime. So I wouldn't be really looking for anything there. There is trades there. I've seen myself ICT do it, and it is there, but personally myself, it's not my goal to do it, so why would I bother? As you can see here nicely there, just sold off there. PM session, a bit of a dud, not much there, even on a 3 minute. I'll go back into a 1 minute here. Just a lot of consolidation, and just withered down into this area here, which in turn was that there, that sell side imbalance. So I'm going to go back here now. So yeah, you can see obviously it did deliver into that there at the low. See where that's closed? Like, that's mad. Like, that's literally closed there, right at the bottom of that. You don't get much better than that. So yeah, that's obviously Tuesday's trading of this week. Let's see, I'm going to show executions. Do we have anything for Tuesday here? No, didn't place any trades on Tuesday on the Nas. Who knows what I was doing? Actually, I'm going to pull up the economic calendar here. Tuesday, yeah, we actually had GBP news. I was actually trading pound in London. So I wasn't even looking at Nasdaq. I done my bits in London, and that was it. I didn't need to do anything else. So, yeah, what more could you want? So that is Tuesday's trading there. And I'm just going to remove all this here now, just to make sure it look cleaner, as you do. I will keep that there. That's literally a reversal right there. And we will go into Wednesday's price action here. Wednesday. I'm just going to show here, do we have anything for Wednesday? No, it wasn't on last Wednesday. I did trade Nas though this week. It's over here, but I'll get to that now in a minute. Where are we? I'm going to get rid of the executions there now for a sec. So on Wednesday's price action, we had GBP news, and at 8:30 we had CPI news release here. Excuse me, I'm up early today. I was in the gym pretty early this morning, so I'm quite tired. But anyways, we push forward. So as you can see here, news release. Wednesday right here. During our New York kills them. Right here. Get rid of that there now. Okay, so if you look here, on the news release, we had yet to sweep these highs. Okay, we tapped the low of that sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. I'm going to break it down a little bit more here on a 3 minute. Let's see, so I'm going to go on to 1 minute, because it looks, to be honest, it looks like a sloppy day, CPI numbers. But yeah, what do I see? So obviously we swept here, retraced back. Where did we retrace back to? So these down two closed candles here. take that there, halfway point to that. Actually, I'm going to use a trend line. What is that we have there? I'll actually just highlight this more a little bit. We have our order box there on a 1 minute time frame. These two consecutive down close candles. I'm just going to zoom in nicely there, if you see that there. That is our order block there. That I'm using that as one candle, essentially. So if you look there, well actually I wouldn't even be using that one. I'd be using this one, the beefier candle. But if you take a halfway point to that, the beefier candle, it is one whole order block on a 2 minute time frame. Don't have a 2 minute time frame. Well, you do, but not on the subscription plan. Not paying for it. Fuck that. Couldn't be arsed. So as you can see here, just breaking it down on the 1 minute, and our halfway point to that is our bullish order block there. Give that a blue tint there. Now, where did the market want to reach up into? From that point. I'll tell you where I wanted to reach. Right in there. All this here, all this sell side action here, when price retraced back up into this, became a balanced price range. All this range here formulated on the downside. When price returned back on the upside, it rebalanced it, and it all essentially became a balanced price range. Literally, if you think about it, you'll know what it means. Now, some of the things obviously I discuss in terms of what I'm using looking at the markets, what I'm seeing here, going back into it, you're not going to know this straight off the bat. Like, I'm in these markets nearly every single day, like, and I'm busting my ass. If you want to know how to do it, you will get there, but it takes work, and obviously over time these are the things you pick up, because subconsciously you don't actually ever think you're getting better. You just realize, like, 6 months ahead, you're like, shit, I know this now, I know this now, I know this now, and it just all forms into one. It's great. It actually is great being able to see it, because it's the market for what it really is, essentially. But anyways, that came up into there fucking nicely, I might add. Straight off that, boom, no messing, straight up. And when did that occur? This little time frame here, the silver bullet macro. Why is it called the silver bullet? Because it's literally a silver bullet. I'm gonna give it a blue. Where's the vape? Need to blow the vape. Fucking love the vapes. They're whopper. I'm only messing, don't smoke. The markets are stressful though, so each their own, I suppose. But yeah, look at that, like, during that silver bullet time frame between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock New York time. So the news release happened here. Retail traders automatically are just caught in this whirlwind right here. They see this big massive down candle, they're like, oh, the market's going to the downside. Whereas what we're doing as institutional traders, we're waiting till that equity open. We're waiting to see what's going to happen after the news. We're not in there before the news. Now, I've said this before, like, you can trade before the news. I'm not saying you can't, but on the safer side of things, if you trade after the news, it'll probably go in your favour. Because, you know, if you use time of day, obviously your price analysis, economic calendar, if you reference all these things together and just mash it into it, like, you find like you can really become profitable. Like it's nuts. Like the sky's the limit, really. Like, and that's just fucking sweet. Like that's the sauce right there. And I'm gonna just spot this here now. Obviously over the lunch hour. Sorry, my Discord popping up there on the other monitor. Why is this not done? Right, so as you can see, the lunch hour, just probably literally just dibble dabble on here, straight into that. We got the fill right on that candle there. Not much in the lunch, again, nothing really is. The lunch hour is usually running stops, consolidation. It has another function, and it's not coming to my head right now. I apologise, but it's just not coming to my head. But the lunch hour literally has a function. Running for stops, it's either going to consolidate and something else. It might come back to me, but I can't remember at this time. And as you can see here, we are in the PM session on Wednesday. Right here. I'm actually going to show there now. I'm actually get rid of that. Ah, fuck. Right, so get rid of this. And as you notice here, we have a nice little fair value gap there. Actually, just going to move that there. We have a nice little fair value gap here. Bada bing, bada bing. What time did that happen? Right here. I'm gonna have to go down to 1 minute. Right about here. RPM first little macro there. As you can see there, formulate that during the macro window, came up, literally tapped into it, and there you go. Bombs away. Where's the seeking? Premium high of the sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, slash here. Actually, I'll use that low. See that low? All highs and no lows can be used as a reference point. So as you can see, look how it's playing around that. You know, it's playing here. One last slam through it. Right there, that little low. And that's banging. Like, where are you getting that? Another little entry here on a 1 minute time frame. As you can see there, fair value gap right there. Down. Small little order block. Actually, to be honest, I wouldn't even categorize that as an order block, to be honest. More so, I'd be using. See the way we have these highs here? The market came down, swept these highs there. This candle there, right there. What am I using it as? I'm using that essentially as a breaker slash mitigation block. Like, they're essentially the same thing, but the function's different. So obviously they're pushing any sell orders they've pushed in here to ride the market up there. Obviously those sell orders are underwater. So when they come back down here, pricing back up, they're mitigating that position right here. Sell off. You just have to know, it's the market's literally just a language. No better person to learn from than ICT. Obviously I appreciate if you come to my channel and subscribe. Never. Yeah, and the man, he's literally the reason I started trading. And luckily enough, when I did start trading, he was the only mentor I ever had. Basically, never came, well, like, one of my mates, we would have started it together, and he got me into it, and he would have been like with different mentors and stuff beforehand. Like, I think he was about 6 months in, or 3 months even, with like obviously Forex gurus, and then he obviously found out and discovered ICT. I was like, right, we'll give this a shot, and I just watched the wine series that ICT put up. Specifically remember it was summer, being downstairs in one of the rooms in the house, and I just watched that series, and like, it just, my mind was just blown on where this can really bring you. It was a really good series. If the Went series, if you haven't watched it, watch it, it's good. But ever since then, man, fuck me, 3 years, it's nuts. It's actually nuts. Never once did I think I'd be able to see this and do this. And it just shows hard work and perseverance. You know, I wouldn't be here though if it wasn't for ICT. I own everything in terms of what I can see here. I would not have been able to figure this out by myself. Absolutely not a chance. But he was there as the guiding hand, I suppose. Maybe I could have, I don't know. If I really wanted to do it, maybe I could have. I don't know. But he was my mentor, and he's always been my mentor from day one. So that is a Wednesday's trading here. Bit of a long video, innit? But look, this is just live market review. Saturday, what else would I be at? Chilling, killing, market reviewing. That's how we do. So going on to Thursday, I do have trades here. So I'll show you the economic calendar there. Thursday, monetary policy and refinancing rate for the euro. Not interested in the Forex really at the minute. I did this week though, but I'm more into the indices and Jesus Christ, more into the indices lately. Nasdaq really, man. I've just stuck to it. S&P as well. I like S&P, but lately I don't know, man. The chart itself, it just looks distorted. It's really like, it just feels laggy to trade. I just feel like Nas is the better one to be trading over ES, and because like I said, like, it just feels laggy at the minute. Like, and I like trading S&P, but obviously, yeah, it's one or the other. And Nas has been my little pride of joy for a little bit. So we had our PPI numbers here, 8:30 New York time, and unemployment claims, lots of layered up news events here. So I'm going to show you here now. 8:15 and 8:30. Get that there. Bum, bum, bum. Right there, so that's in there now. So we got our two news releases here. Execution, I'll show you here. So newbie mistake, entered, as you can see, a buy here. Don't know why, can't remember really, but I know I wasn't meant to anyway. And as you can see, I was stopped out on this candle here. I think I probably had my, I think I had my stop here. What time frame are we? Yeah, it seems to be ringing the bell. This down close candles, I was basically seeing it consequently as like an order block as such. So I had my stop like resting here, essentially, the low, at the body low. So rookie mistake. I don't even know why I put a trade in. As you can see, stopped. Not a big deal. So then after that, obviously it was tagged. I was like, right, what's gonna happen next? So as you can see here, we have our stops still chilling around here from that news release there. And literally, what is that? It's a reversal. So as it swept back up above the high, I targeted under here. As you can see here, I'm going to break that down even more. So as you can see there, I sold on that candle there as it printed. Price came up, came down, came up, tapped into that old high again here, sold off, took some of the position off here. See what I mean about the bodies? Like I was explaining over there where we had all the layered liquidity. You can leave it at the low, but it's not always going to reach the low. Like it did there, but like by what? Like look at that. That's literally like just tapped through it. So I took a profit here, as you can see. Close out the trade there. So I'm actually going to do my times, let's fit that in there. So 9:30, I'm going to do about 11:30. So as you can see, it's sold from here to here. Then as you notice here, market came up, came down, came back down, came back up, came down, stop sweep right under that low, swept the stops. Essentially anyone who would have been buying there came down, bang, stopped that position out there. I'm just going to get rid of these here. But in terms of that as well, look, that's this as well. I just was looking at there more so. Like that's a straight liquidity pool right there. Like that little price action there. That's all little liquidity pool resting right there. So anyways, back over here. Anyways, over here we had our break market structure there. So I'm actually gonna move that back a little bit, chill out a bit there. We had our market structure shift here. Top. Okay, so where did I buy? I bought right in here. So essentially, it just came right into that. I basically wanted to see this come in more. So basically, what I expected to go like that, and then up. And I literally just came right into the top of that and then just rallied straight from there. So I stuck the market order in with buy at the moment. It was trading in there. When that's obviously a closed up candle there. That would have been trading down into that. I bought on that. Where did I close? I'll show you now. What do we have here? And here. If I can grab the fucking thing. There we go. It's an impulse swing. See that impulsive move straight off of that. It's a big move away. I'm using that as a measure basically for my range. So where did it come up into officially? During the AM session we got 2 standard deviations. Our close had about 1.5 here, as you can see there. A spike through it there. When I started seeing the down close candles, I expected a bit of probably a retracement, didn't want to ride around, and closed out the trade in profit. That's all that matters. Like, that's 2 nice moves in one day. See the mistake I made over here and how I made up for it over here. I didn't jump straight back in. I let the market tell me what it's going to do, and it delivered, and it always does. Just remember that. Don't need to worry about being correct or any of that shit. Sorry, I'm just going to silence the phone here just in case I doesn't get notifications there. So yeah, nice fucking moves right there. Sell there, close here, right, the liquidity bell. Price trading around here. Saw the stop sweep here. Had our buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency here. Came into the premium high that. Spanking flew. The market structure shift as well. Didn't really give you, like, I would have liked to seen more of a retracement here with the market structure shift, because essentially once that's broke, then prices confirmation, boom, buying up. But it literally just went a tiny little bit in. Still buy, still done it, no complaints. And yeah, that is the AM trading session on Thursday. Come over here then. Took another trade. Where did I take it? I will show you now. So we have the, because it was a bit of a shish trade. I wanted to see a bit more oomph to it, but didn't get it. Still profited, but yeah, it could have been better. So PM, 2 o'clock hour, between 2 and 3 here, and then over here between 3 and 4 for the last hour of trading. As you can see, price swept above that high. I think I was driving home actually, and I didn't even get a chance to really look at it, and then the only real time I had an opportunity to get in was here essentially. So what did I trade off? Excuse me, I'm actually tired. Could probably do a coffee to be honest, but never. We have our sell side imbalance in this area here. Expecting with the last 10 minutes of that PM session right in here that we get run straight into this low. The last 10 minutes, lad, you'd be surprised it can actually deliver like some nice price movement in that, like, in such a small space of time. So I was expecting more so probably to come under here. Didn't have to do that. It only had to do that little bit of movement, hence why it was a bit of a shit trade, but now or never, still a profit. So that's what, 3 winning trades in one day, quite literally, like this. Probably trading with like fucking 10 ticks. Down. Right there. Right there. So there. Like, binding me. At me. Active. This one, not so much. It was a bit meh, but now or never, I still closed it out. I didn't even get, see the body there, came under the body. I was looking at it, thinking about closing it, but I wanted to see the low break, so I didn't. Should have closed it at the body, but I didn't. And essentially wanted to start trading off. See this little candle here, the way it just left a massive wick And then factoring in time of day, I was just like, yeah, do you know what, fuck it, close it, because I wasn't arsed holding it. So yeah, that's more trading here. Going on to Friday. Nearly done the video, lads. 50 minutes. Heavy one. But anyways, look, this is all beneficial. Like you can see, the one thing with trading is, obviously if you have someone as a mentor, ICT, any of that, it's good to see other people's perspective, you know, on how people trade. I know myself, I've only really watched ICT, but now I can obviously look back and have all this to base off. So, so I was just double checking my mic was actually connected there, so I hope this isn't too quiet. Am I sounding better there now? Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'd fucking better have that plugged in, better not be on the webcam. Friday's price action. Nice fucking delivery. I couldn't really catch anything. ICT put up a post there. He was trading from up here. I literally caught a whiff of a move here, so this is what I was eyeing up. I'm gonna remove. Actually, I'll just fucking go like this here, because it's easier for me. What I was eyeing up was, if you notice here, these two up close candles there. It's all one order block, but what I was viewing when we were here trading, I used that to that, obviously as part of the order block. So I essentially sold in here. I'll show you now. I actually had originally bought, because I was using this as an order block here, and yeah, it wasn't gonna give it, so there you go. I originally was expecting it to buy off of that. It didn't though. So obviously you can see selling this candle here. Which one more specifically? As you can see, I bought there, and then closed it, sold there, and then I actually sold inside of this range here, and I closed there. I was just like, you know what, fuck it, end of the week, not pushing the button. But still, like, that's what fucking 65 ticks. Still something, you know. It's not nothing. And yeah, like once that market delivers straight off that, it was just game over. Nobody was getting a chance to stay in. A little fair value up over here. So as you can see there, on the 1 minute, nice little fair value up, tapped into that, boom, sold off. And yeah, market just went down spiral for the day. And yeah, just after I closed, I just turned off the charts, and as you can see, it did nothing for the rest of the day. Literally nothing. Just proceeded down more basically, but like it's just consolidate, expansion, retracement, expansion, consolidate for the rest of the day. That's it. That's all it's done. So that is my review so far basically on the week, and I'm going to end the video here. Hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, hope you like and subscribe, and till next time, safe trading. Thank you.